First off, I'd like to apologise because I have a cold, so I'm very sorry if I sound like a moose. So on the 22nd of April 2013, I posted a video which was on the topic of British language. And in that last British video I made, I said that I'll be making another one based on the comments of that video. So I'm going to be going through the best comments I've seen and answering them because I asked you guys to ask me questions which you would want to ask a British person which you are unaware of. Okay, so the first interesting comment I've come across is Tiny Scary Monster, and she says, or he says, I've heard it's socially acceptable to not shave your armpits, and yeah, there. I advise you not to believe them, because if I went round with hairy armpits, that doesn't make me any more British. So that, in fact, is a myth. Emily Eldridge says, is the peace sign really as bad as flipping someone off? No, the peace sign is a peace sign. If you do this to someone, it means peace. If you do this to someone, it's not as bad as this, but it's certainly not a very nice way of saying hello. It's a bit weird to do that actually, and more people do this. But if you do that, it's not very nice. This is absolutely fine. There's a difference. So that is also a myth. Sarah Rocks, hers OX, says, my friend who is British calls sandwiches buddy, like bacon sandwich, bacon buddy. Okay, I believe you're hearing her wrong, or she's just a little bit crazy. She's not saying bacon buddy, she's saying bacon butty. A bacon butty is basically a bacon sandwich and we call it a bacon butty. That is also a myth. I really fancy a bacon butty now. Jam Black says, I heard bullets is a bad word over there, is that true? Last time I checked, bullets is just a word. If you want to say the word bullets, then go ahead and say bullets. Are you sure you're not mistaking that for bollocks or something? I don't know. There's nothing wrong with bullets. So that is also a myth. Between Two Hills says, I've heard that British people are very offending and moans about everything. Now, I find this quite a funny comment to read because it's kind of half true. When I'm talking to American people, like my auntie's American and I know a couple American people, or if I'm just watching people who are American on TV or on YouTube, the first thing I notice about them is how genuinely happy they are, how enthusiastic they are about their responses when you ask them questions and things. They just seem more upbeat than British people. British people are very like straightforward, no around. We're very just like, we seem to have a lot to complain about because we like sharing things that we dislike. Generally about the weather, I strongly believe that our weather here is 60% of the chance why we're so miserable. Every time it's sunny in Britain, everyone's so happy. You look around and everyone's beaming. But when it's a normal day, everyone's like, I hate my life. Oh my god, look at this stupid weather. Why? I'm just gonna go commit suicide. Bye. But then I am in no way saying that we are offensive in any way. So myth and truth. Moof. Jake Jet Boots Pullum says, Ellie, do you ever use bollocks? Do I use bollocks or do I say bollocks? Because that's two very different things. I do in fact say bollocks quite a lot. Like if I was to drop something, I'd say, oh bollocks. Basically if I was to do something that I didn't want to do, I would say bollocks because it went wrong, or it's just another way of saying, oh shit. One British Kitty 379 says, my friend said that British people all say Factbook, Twitter, Tumblr. Is this true in some areas? Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. There you go. Do I sound crazy? Maybe. Hinder Wong says, there is one thing that a lot of people say, thingy midget or thingamabob. What does that mean? Anything can be a thingamabob. A pillow can be that thingamabob you rest your head on. A charger can be that thingamabob you charge your laptop with. Do you get me? Harmony Love says, do you call houses flats? And what about the word snog? We only call houses flats if they're an apartment. So what Americans call apartments, we say flat instead. As for snog, snog just means the same thing as you would say to make out with someone. Snog is a disgusting word. I have no idea why it's in our dictionary. Snog. Crystal O'Neill says, do all Brits have bad teeth? All Americans seem to have pearly whites, which are straight as hell, beautiful, beaming. I don't think all people in Britain have bad teeth because we do have a thing called a toothbrush and toothpaste, but I think American people have a bigger priority in having amazing teeth. All our oral care in Britain is free and paid for. Well, braces are before a certain age, it's all free. So that is just a little bit of proof to say why we all don't have bad teeth, because we get it free. Why would we say no to free stuff? But no, not everyone has bad teeth in Britain. I'm gonna go with myth. Sebs asks a number of questions. What does bloody as in bloody hell mean? It doesn't literally mean a bloody object or item. Like, it doesn't mean something that's dripping with blood. It's not a replacement word for something like f***ing. It's kind of in the terms of damn. Just think of bloody as damn instead. So whatever you'd say damn, just replace it with bloody and you become British. Too bloody right. Abso-bloody-lutely. They also ask, if bang means sex, then what about bangers and mash? Bangers and mash is still sausage and mash, not penis and mash. Have you ever said pip pip and cheerio? No. Well, I have, but as a joke. I would never, never leave the house in the morning and say to my mum, pip pip cheerio. Well, I might do, but it'll be a joke, not the real. I wouldn't, no. 280 Skittles says, is it true that British people have 6 square meals a day? I don't know one person that has 6 square meals a day, so no, that is not true. That is in fact a myth. Also, what does blimey mean? I don't get it. Blimey is like, oh, blimey! If you were sat up in bed one night and an elephant walked in your room and said hello, you'd say blimey. Actually, no. You'd probably say shit and run for it. You may say it instead of saying, oh my god, you say blimey. Because you're like, whoa, blimey. Ella112299 says, is college actually college like in America or just another word for your last year of high school? I don't know how many times I've had to explain this. Okay, we have 4 years in high school. Year 8, year 9, year 10, year 11. And then when we finish high school, we go to college. We don't have to go to college, but some people do. And they basically pick a subject which they like the best and do it in college for about 3 years or 2 years. And then you go off to university, where you graduate at the end of it. Lilith Insanity says, what does the word fanny mean over there? It means something very different to what it means over there, that's what I can say. Fanny over there means bottom. Over here it means something that's on the other side of your bottom. It's kind of like a slang word for it. So basically it's your vajayjay. Vagina. Clunge. Axe wound. Awesome Blue Cat says, what's cheeky? I'm not sure if it's what British people say, but I've heard them say it. I was really surprised when I found out that this is only something that British people say. And then I had a thought about it, and then I was like, oh yeah, I've never actually heard an American say cheeky. Cheeky is basically another word for like naughty or... It's a really hard word to explain. You could say it about somebody who is a child. They've hidden their toothbrush when it was time to brush their teeth because they didn't want to brush their teeth. You'd say, you cheeky monkey, because that's a very cheeky thing to do. Or if a guy was to look up your dress when the wind blew, you'd say, you cheeky git. It's so hard to explain. I've probably just given you the 2 most opposite examples ever and confused your brain entirely. I'm sorry for that. Harley Lover 14 says, do you know what an eggplant is? No, I don't know what an eggplant is, but I've heard lots of Americans say it before, but it just goes straight over my head. What's an eggplant? And now probably the best comment that I saw on this video was from OMG Sickle. And they said, oh, I got one. I don't know about you over there, but over here in the States, when we say quite, we mean a lot. Meanwhile, I hear that over in Britain, you say quite as in a little. Is that true? Now when I read this comment, it actually blew my mind because I've never thought of it this way. That is so true. I was like, wait, what? So you'd say it was quite a pint. Yeah? A lot in the pint? It was a big pint? Yeah? But then in Britain, we'd say it was quite fun. So that's only a little bit of fun. Maybe we can use quite as in a lot or a little, but I think that we use it more as in a little and Americans use it more as in a lot. So I've probably answered the best comments I could find in that video. They're my favourite ones anyway, and I hope you took something from this video. I hope you learned something. I hope I answered some of your questions. If I did, let me know. If you have any more questions, I'll be doing another video like this one, or if I don't receive any new questions or they're kind of getting a little bit repetitive, I'll make another British video, but I'll change the topic up a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, so then I will know to make one similar to this again. Make sure you can be notified every time I make a new video. That'll be exciting. You won't ever miss one. Or if that's not enough, you can also like me on Facebook, or you can follow me on Twitter and Tumblr, or you can visit my website. All them links are in my cleavage down here. I recently got an Instagram last night. If you want to follow me on that, then you can also do that down there. And I will see you next Monday. I'm not fussy when it comes to face wipes. I just cleaned this out with some Pledge, which is like wood spray stuff to get rid of dirt and dust and crap. It looks very spanking clean now. Ta-da! That feels a lot better.